Are you looking to make a deal with the devil? Or even a fairy? Or even an angel? Or even Cthulhu himself? Well, this sounds like you want to be a warlock. So today we're going to be going over the warlock and the subclasses. So let's just jump right into this. At level 2 of a warlock, we're going to jump right into some of the main features here. You get magical cunning. Magical cunning. Whenever you are a warlock, you get special warlock spellcasting slots.
So I'm a man-wizard.
You're not a man-wizard.
Ain't that what they always warlocks were?
No, warlocks, you make a deal with one of these patrons, and they lend you some of their power to do their bidding. That's why, especially as a DM, I love playing with a warlock on the field, because I get to play as their patron, and I get to basically just boss them around however I want them to do it. So, starting off, you get magical cunning, as I said. With that, you perform a rite. So basically, you are going to meditate for a full minute. And then you gain half of your warlock spellcasting points back.
I feel it.
You feel it? You feel the patron within?
Yep.
So with that,
you filled me up, Paul's.
Your warlock patron gives you special slots other than your normal spellcasting slots to use for specific spells under the Warlock Fiend or the Great Old One or the Archfey. They each have their own certain type of spells that go along with them. And with that magical cunning, you're going to be able to go in and gain back some of that, almost focus your chi, if you will, and get some of that power back. So let's start with the Archfey. Now, an Archfey can be a fairy, a hag.
I get my chi back.
You get your chi back. And with that Archfey, they grant you more illusion and enchantment kind of thing. You're more of a battlefield controller with this kind of a build. And with that, you always have certain spells prepared. So with a wizard, you normally have to go into your book and change out which spells you want for that day or what have you. When it comes to the patrons, you always have these certain spells prepared no matter what, alongside your other options. So starting at level 3, you get Steps of the Fae. Now with Steps of the Fae, you get to use Misty Step without using one of your spell slots. So you're able to teleport.
So I'm Nightcrawler.
You can be Nightcrawler, to an extent.
Well,
you only get it really once. I believe it's actually equal to your charisma modifier. So if you have like a +4, you could use it 4 times that day.
So I could be like, mwah,
and then poof, and gone.
I'm not hitting and quitting it.
They have a twist on that called Refreshing Step. And immediately after you teleport, one creature you see within 10 feet of yourself gains 1d10 temporary hit points. So you can heal by poofing. Poof heal.
Yeah.
We also have the Taunting Step, which creatures within 5 feet of the space you left have to make a Wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC, or they get disadvantage on attack rolls. So you poof, they breathe in that black smoke that Nightcrawler has, and then they don't get to hit somebody. Or they make it extremely difficult. At level 6, you get Misty Escape. So it's a lot of Misty Step based. Like, you're just kind of popping around the battlefield with this patron.
So warlocks have attachment issues.
Very much so.
But then
they need a daddy or a mommy.
And they got one. Maybe that's why they signed their deals.
It might be. Or they just needed the power for the one time, and it was a raw deal, and they got kind of screwed on the back end.
Like dominatrix.
Anyway, so
well,
with this one, you can use Misty Step as a reaction in response to taking damage. So instead of taking the hit, you poof. You Nightcrawler.
I'm Nightcrawler.
You poof out of the way. The enemy misses their attack because you usually would Misty Step out of range of said attack. And being that this is a reaction, you would still get your action and bonus action on your turn when it comes back around. Along with the Misty Escape, you get Disappearing Step, where whenever you poof, you stay invisible until you deal damage. Which is really neat, because at that point, then nobody knows where the heck you went. You poof and stay poofed. They think you were just gone.
Wow. The whole time you're over there eating popcorn.
Yeah, you'll be eating popcorn up on top of a rock, just watching the fight go down.
The Warlock is a class that I can't be bothered.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm going to go out there and just sit this one out.
The party's getting into a fight, and you're like, no, second thought, I don't want to do this.
Now then there's also the Dreadful Step along with this. So you would use your Misty Step as your reaction, and then creatures within 5 feet of the space you left or wherever you appear have to make a saving throw against your spell save DC, a wisdom saving throw. Or they're going to take 2d10 psychic damage. So you poof and it hurts.
I mean, I can see that. You leave a hole in their heart.
Then at level 10, we have Beguiling Defenses. So whenever you get hit with an attack roll, you can use a reaction to reduce the damage by half.
So it's Uncanny Dodge.
It's Uncanny Dodge. So it's a crossover with the Uncanny Dodge. They would have to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC, or they take psychic damage for the damage that they hit you for. So if you have the damage, they have to make a save, and if they fail, they also get hurt for as much as they hurt you.
It sounds like a very toxic class.
It does sound like it would just be annoying. Like, I'm going to hit you. Nope, I'm over here now. Nope, I'm over there now. Just bouncing around like a little fairy. Just... and then at level 14, you get Bewitching Magic, which immediately after you use an enchantment or illusion spell...
So they're the Sanderson sisters.
Kinda.
I put a spell on you.
But immediately after using a spell slot for an illusion or enchantment spell, you can cast Misty Step as part of the same action without using a spell slot. So you just poof. You're Nightcrawler. This class is Nightcrawler with illusion. Poof, 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 poof. Which really, I mean, it's kind of neat when you think about the way that it goes, because you can draw people in and just bounce around them. It sounds like you said, it's a very toxic.
Yeah,
subclass.
but you make the fighter think you're going to be there with them. The horde comes,
and you're gone.
And the fighter does that whole Jon Snow. And he's like,
deuce. So that's pretty much it as far as like special things with the Archfey. So we're going to move on to Celestial Patron.
Oh.
So your Celestial being the heavenly bodies, angels, things from the higher plane. So Celestial Patron, you become more, it's almost like a paladin. Like a paladin cleric combined.
a paladin with personality.
Yeah, with a direct link. So with the Celestial, you get Healing Light at level 3, which you get a pool, almost like the Paladin Lay on Hands pool, of D6s that you can use, which is 1 plus your Warlock level. And you can use a bonus action to use those to heal somebody with, or yourself. And then you get all of those back after you
I feel like the Warlock would do a lot of healing themselves.
Depending.
They seem selfish.
Not so much.
Well,
Depends on the backstory.
all the leaving.
That's just with the Archfey. They kind of poke and then disappear. It's almost like a rogue.
Well,
But they hurt when they disappear. They don't just...
so a rogue with Warlock multi-class
Kind of.
just has all the trauma.
That a rogue Archfey Warlock. That would be kind of nasty. Misty Step, stab, poof, gone. Cast an illusion spell, poof, gone, hurt.
No other party would need a traumatic backstory because we're going to have it.
All combined.
Yeah.
All of it. At level 6, you get Radiant Soul. So with this, you are resistant to radiant damage. And whenever you cast a radiant damage spell or fire damage spell, you get to add your charisma modifier onto that.
It's very paladin-y.
Right. It very much so is. Like I said, it's a very much a paladin warlock
It's a twisted
class.
paladin.
It's a caster paladin. Less slammy, more casty.
So it's basically... So a Oathbreaker paladin and a Warlock would probably be friends.
No, I don't think so.
Oathbreaker.
Why would the Oathbreaker? The Warlock has a contract with the person that the Paladin broke the contract with.
Fair. Oh, so they're like...
They'd be like, dude, like, I'm hunting you down for that person.
Well, R.I.P. Warlock.
Or a poof. Catch me if you can.
Well, you get predictable.
So at level 10, you get Celestial Resilience. So you gain temporary hit points whenever you use your Magical Cunning. So that would be whenever you recharge your patron Warlock spell slots. Whenever you finish a short rest or a long rest, you get temporary hit points back. And that is your Warlock level plus your Charisma modifier every time. So the more you put in, the more health you get back, and then you get health on top of that you can then heal yourself with, and then you get oh my gosh. It's just health and fire damage and radiant damage all over the place. So if you don't have a healer, you might want yourself a Celestial Warlock. Because you can also give this to up to 5 creatures that you can see whenever you have this happen.
Well,
so I can not only temporarily heal myself after a short rest, give myself some extra hit points, but then also give my friends hit points. Like, you know what? We're buddies. I'm going to give you some.
except Oathbreaker.
Here's 10. Yeah, no, screw him.
Yeah.
Then you have at level 14, which this one is really neat, Searing Vengeance. So within 60 feet of you, if you have a creature or a teammate that is making their death saving throws, you can use this to immediately res them for half of their hit points. 50%.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Okay. For half their hit points. And then the enemies within 30 feet of them take radiant damage 2d8 plus your charisma. So you basically explode them with radiant light, heal them, and damage everything else around them. Which is really neat as far as a warlock goes. It's a paladin, cleric, warlock all combined.
So the warlock's like, I like that, I like that, I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to take a bit of this, a bit of that, a little bit of spice.
Let me add a little bit of spice.
A little bit of salt.
Now we have the Fiend Patron. Now the Fiend Patron is the exact opposite. You're making a deal with the devil or a demon or something from the lower planes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who would do such a thing?
Will? Baldur's Gate 3.
Well, his was to...
He still did it.
You did it too.
No, I didn't.
Yeah?
No.
You didn't? You didn't sign a warlock contract?
Yeah, not with a Fiend.
I don't know what you would with.
My character on there, I believe I went with Archfey, because I was making an illusion warlock.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I signed a deal with the Fairy King for my soul. But you get, at level 3, Dark One's Blessing. Whenever you reduce an enemy to 0 hit points, you gain temporary hit points equal to your Charisma modifier and your Warlock level.
I pumped.
So that's every time you kill something.
I made a Starian do that.
That was a good build. I remember when you did that. That was a very good build. You also gain this benefit if someone else reduces an enemy within 10 feet of you. So it's not only yourself, but also your friends, especially. So like you said, you're in there with your fighter. Every time he downs somebody, I get some health points back. I can just keep on going. At level 6, you get Dark One's Own Luck. Now this one's kind of neat. So whenever you make a d20 roll, you can use the Dark One's Own Luck to add a d10 roll to this. You only use this once per roll, and I believe, let me make sure before I go saying this out loud, you can use it a number of times equal to your charisma modifier before taking a long rest.
So they renamed that for the new rules, because that's like the Dark One's Blessing, I remember, was something that you had on the old Warlock.
Well, the Dark One's Blessing was the health one. The Dark One's Own Luck is being able to add that d10 to your rolls. So that would be either skills, attack rolls, but you can only use it once per roll.
This is why I play classes that just hit people.
Why? Because you basic?
Yeah.
Then we have Fiendish Resilience. Choose one damage type other than force, and when you finish a short or long rest, you have resistance to that damage type until you choose a different one with that creature.
Did someone just got a crit?
I did roll a crit. Now I like that one because you can change that every time you take a rest, let's say if you're short resting before facing a boss, you can switch up, if you know what kind of damage they're doing, you can switch up your resistance to go against them, which is a really cool thing. Like, you can kind of prep beforehand.
No.
Now this one, level 14, Hurl Through Hell, is really cool. So once per turn when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can try to teleport them to hell. They have to make a charisma saving throw against your spell save DC. And if they fail, they take 8d10 psychic damage. They are incapacitated until the end of your next turn, and returns to the space it was like, it just kind of like poof, hurls through hell, takes damage, is incapacitated, and plops back down on the ground right where you left it.
That's rude.
That's neat.
It's rude.
Why?
Well, if they don't die, they're probably going to live a different life.
They've seen some stuff at that point. They've seen things that they probably shouldn't. And once you use this feature, you can't use it again until a long rest, or you use a Pact Magic spell slot to re-up. Which, I mean, at level 14, you've got some spare slots to kind of cast this a few times on somebody, especially against a big bad. Imagine casting the big bad through hell and he comes back just broken.
Or like, yeah, what if...
Like, mentally screwed.
What if they're non-believers? Like, all the gods aren't real, they all abandoned us. You're like, yeah.
Well, now you're saying what no god's like. Hell. So that's it for the Fiend patron. So then we'll go through the Great Old One. The Great Old One being like...
You're literally sending them to your patron.
Mm-hmm.
Go see Daddy.
Go see Daddy, poof. So with the Great Old One, you're looking at cosmic beings like Cthulhu, Mind Flayers, things of that nature. So it's going to be a lot more psychic and like mental games with it. There's a lot of telepathy and psionic power through them. So at level 3, you get Awakened Mind, and you can form a telepathic connection with somebody, and you can communicate with them within a number of miles for your charisma modifier. So if you have a +5, you can talk to this person telepathically for up to 5 miles. Which I don't think I've ever played a game where somebody was that far apart, but I can see us like communicating with an NPC. Something like that would come in handy.
Yeah, because you're never supposed to split the party.
No, you're not supposed to split the party, although some people do. Some people want to play a solo character in a group game. And it becomes a pain for the DM to play with.
And that person should be banished.
They should.
Who would do such a thing?
Oh, people who create solo characters to play with a group. You know, they're like, I'm brooding and dark and I have my own backstory I need to work through. Screw all of you. I don't want to be any part of this. I would never work with you.
Who would do that?
So, with the Great Old One...
I've done it once.
It drives a DM insane.
I've been really good lately.
Getting better.
Look, baby steps, my guy.
Baby steps. So at level 3 with the Great Old One, whenever you cast a Warlock spell that deals damage, you can immediately turn that into psychic damage. And then whenever you cast an enchantment or illusion spell, you can do it without any verbal or somatic. So you can basically mentally cast illusion and enchantment magic without having to speak or move. That's really cool. Like, imagine throwing out, like, I don't know, I can't think of an enchantment, like hypnosis, something to that effect. Just being able to look at somebody and they just... How terrifying that would be as an NPC, just being like, I'm just smithing my stuff, and then suddenly your partner passes out because he looked at somebody wrong.
Well, depending on what level NPC, they might not know what's going on.
Exactly. That's some intimidation tactics
like,
right there.
I told you should have drank water.
He's dehydrated, it's fine. At level 6, you get Clairvoyant Combatant. So you form a telepathic connection with somebody, and you basically kind of like feel what they're feeling, see what they're seeing. You can use their senses.
I'm a psychic medium.
Not exactly.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You can force the creature with a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and you have advantage of attack rolls against that creature for the duration of the bond. So it's not you connecting to a teammate, it's you connecting to an enemy and just basically mentally crippling them while you fight. So you can get inside the enemy's mind, break them down to the point where they can't fight back, and just pummel them.
That's why your father left you. I'm sorry. I should know you're the bad guy in this scenario.
Yeah, that's it.
How did you know?
Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you do a short rest, long rest, or use a pact magic spell to re-up on that. Which, like I said, that in and of itself, especially at level 6, can really help you get through some fights that might be a little bit overwhelming, I would say. Especially if you can get that mental link going with the bigger enemy in the room. Being able to like break them down and kind of hold them in that disadvantage would be huge. Level 10, you get Eldritch Hex. The best spells ever. Your patron allows you to curse an enemy.
Dishonor on you.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
All right, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
The target has disadvantage on saving throws of the chosen ability for the duration of this. But you can pick strength, charisma, wisdom, intelligence, so on, and basically give them disadvantage on saves with that ability. So then we have at level 10 Thought Shield. This one I really like. You can't...
Protecting at the hose.
Begone, thought.
Begone, thought.
Begone, thought!
Your thoughts can't be read by telepathy or other means unless you allow it. So nobody can get inside your mind and see, like, any kind of, like, mind-reading spells don't work. None of it will be able to get into your brain unless you allow them to be there. You have resistance to psychic damage, and whenever a creature deals psychic damage to you, they take that same amount of damage.
Of course they do.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, hit me, I dare you. Okay. Oh, why did my face start hurting?
Psychic.
That's Aquaman. And at level 14, you get Create Thrall. So Create Thrall works similar to like...
Thrall.
Get to the transponder. When you cast Summon Aberration, which would always be active on your spell slots, you can cast it without needing to use a spell slot. You can modify it to last for 1 minute without concentration, so you don't have to focus on your summon. It gains temporary hit points equal to your Warlock level plus your Charisma modifier, so it has bonus health. And then in addition, each time it hits a creature under the effect of my Hex, it deals extra psychic damage to the target equal to the bonus damage of that spell. So if you Hex somebody, create Thrall, they go in and it just take them down. Just give them the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when it comes to subclasses, that is all that comes with the 5.5. Now there are certain abilities that we can go over a little bit more as far as the Eldritch Invocations, which we will have on a separate video because they are so many. It's this many. However, with the Warlock class itself, over the base class, at level 9 you can contact your patron directly, so you'll be able to have that narrative with your DM, rather than having to work through intermediaries. So it would be like messages and things like that, is how the standard roleplay would be done. At level 9, you have basically a direct link to Daddy or Mommy. You can just call them up and be like, hey, what's up? At level 11, you get Mystic Arcanum, which this one is really nice because you select a Warlock spell level 6. You can cast it once for free each long rest. So that starts at level 11, and then it goes up to, let me see, at level 13, 15, and 17, you get another one of a higher spell slot.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
So at level 13, you get a level 7 spell. At 15, you get a level 8 spell. And at 17, you get a level 9 spell that you can cast for free each long rest.
Power word kill.
Is that level 9?
I think 9's the highest level spell.
It very much. Yeah, you get a freebie. Just be able to boom.
Just walk into the big bad and be like, no.
That
I
one.
mean, you get to have 100 health points, I think, but
Still.
the fighter gets in there a little bit.
But being able to do that.
Or wish. I wish you were dead.
That's mean.
Not like you, but like...
I was like, you looked me in the eye when you said that, did he not? He looked at me.
I looked past you.
Sure.
I got a lazy eye, you know this.
At level 20, you get Eldritch Master. So when you use your Magical Cunning feature, you regain all of your... So instead of half your packed magic slots, you get all of them back, starting at level 20, which is your max. Personally, I think that hits a little bit late, but then again, by that point, you do have an abundance of packed magic slots. So that has really been it for the Warlock subclasses. We will go more in depth onto the invocation options, being, like I said, there are so many of them in another video. This has been Myth and Method. I'm Eric.
I'm Justin.
And we'll see you next time.